Okay, let's talk about Elon Musk. God damn, I don't want to. I wish this guy would just go away. Jesus Christ, he's such a bad dude. Such a bad dude. But we got to talk about him because he's the co-president and he's still fucking up shit. But just saw this Wall Street Journal article came out about Elon Musk wanting to build a legion of babies. Now, Elon Musk he's constantly talking about the low birth rates. Now, our world population is steadily growing, so there's not a shortage of birth rate going on the planet. Elon Musk is concerned about white babies. I mean, he's done everything else but say the 14 words, you know, and he does all of the signaling to all of the fascists that talk to him on Twitter, you know, where they say something fascist and then Elon Musk goes, "You are correct, sir," or "That's interesting. I might have to apply that." Dude's a fascist. His family's a fascist. His grandparents were literal Nazis from Germany. He didn't fall far from the tree. But anyway, I digress. One of Elon Musk's things is he wants to build a legion of babies to repopulate the planet with, Musk brood, you know. Apparently he's got 14 or 15 kids that we know of. It's very possible that he's got more. But Wall Street Journal does some interviews. They interviewed Ashley St. Clair, and they've interviewed a few other women. There's this one woman that they interviewed. Her name is Tiffany Fong. Now, I don't know a lot about Tiffany Fong. She's into crypto. She's on Twitter. She's a blue check on Twitter, and she was making a lot of money on Twitter. Well, I don't know how much money she was making, but she was, one of those people that actually earns money from posting on Twitter. And she tickled Elon Musk's fancy, and he reached out to her, offering her some of his super sperm. Ew. It's just yuck, man. Yuck. But he offered her some of his stuff so she will, make a baby for him. And she told him no. So petty, vindictive, childlike Elon Musk takes away her blue check, takes away her monetary, her ability to make money on Twitter, and calls her out, for, some thing or the other, as opposed to, "She didn't want to have my baby, and I thought I made babies legal again in America." But he comes from a third world nation that, meaning South Africa. He grew up during apartheid. His father owned an emerald mine, and he grew up very wealthy. And I believe his father said, "There's no way that Elon Musk could be racist. He was very nice to all the help around the house." God damn. How messed up is that? So he's very concerned about making more, not just more white babies, but more Musk babies. The quote is he wants a legion of children. I mean, every time I've heard the word legion, it's usually got to do with, like a legion of demons or, fallen angels or something like that. But it's obvious that Elon is concerned with just basic eugenics, he wants more white children. He wants to break out the calipers and start measuring skulls and stuff like that. And this welfare queen, robber baron guy, who has come to this country to take advantage of us and collect a shitload of government money, $38 billion so far in like government contracts and military contracts. But what he really wants to do is seed the world with his children. Oh, by the way, this is not just an Elon Musk thing. There are lots of people out there that feel the same way. In fact, Jeffrey Epstein was very much like this. He believed that, there's not enough white people being born and that he should be siring a lot of children. I wonder how many Epstein kids are out there. If you found out that you were an Epstein child, oh God, how would you feel? If you found out that you were a Musk baby, just you're 20 years old, you thought your dad was like, this dude here, he's like a firefighter or whatever, and you find out later on from your mom that actually, Elon Musk is your daddy. Oh my God. Ugh. Ugh. So this eugenics following welfare queen wanting to populate the planet with his seed, he is just a eugenics following fascist. He cited this a couple of times. He said that, well, look, to keep the population as it is, you need, 2 children per household. So, a mom and a dad have 2 children. It's an even Steven. Keep the population the way it is. And most of the world, of, black and brown people, they're hovering around, 2.1 babies per household. And he has cited that the white race only has a 1.6 ratio, so that is going to be detrimental to the white race planet-wide. It just seems like that this is the only thing that he really seems to care about, other than, seizing power and increasing his wealth. He wants to have a shitload of little babies. Some of the stuff in the article is really troubling. The Ashley Sinclair thing, he's not admitted that child is his, even though she has reached out to him on Twitter several times going, hey, our child has a health issue. Would you mind, helping me out with this a little bit? I don't have a lot of pity for Ashley St. Clair. I mean, she did. I don't know if she got in bed with him or she was artificially inseminated. It was one of the things that she insinuated, was that he does that quite often. He would much rather just, artificially inseminate people as opposed to, we don't know if this guy's still a virgin or not. It's very distinctly possible. I know I wouldn't let him put his dick in me. I'll tell you that. Ugh. But, sorry, I don't want to get gross. But she mentioned that is a distinct possibility. So she's not really admitting that she was artificially inseminated. She, kind of implicated that they did have sex. So maybe, Elon is a big boy and he did have sex at least once. I had sex. I've had so much sex. I have sex all the time. Okay. Well, all right, big boy. I've seen pictures of the dude, with his shirt off and, judging by the horrible human that he is, plus the way he looks, oh my God. But although I don't have a lot of pity for Ashley, I do have pity for the children, children that he doesn't see, except for that one that he uses as a human shield when he takes the kid out at midnight to go watch an MMA fight, and he has the kid on his shoulders going, well, one of these crazies with a gun probably will be less likely to shoot me because I have a kid on my shoulders. I don't know if that's the actual reason why he carries that little kid around, whether or not it's to make him look more human or it's a human shield. I don't know. Maybe he actually likes the kid. I will give the kid credit for wiping a booger on the Resolute desk and looking Donald Trump straight in the eye and telling him, you're not in charge, my daddy's in charge, which is scary as shit. But, the kid is not, he's only half lying. Can you imagine? Looking Donald Trump straight in the face and telling him what a fucking booger he is. The dude is a booger. The kid is right about that. From the mouths of babes. Well, anyway, Elon Musk he's a freak of nature. He is a robber baron, welfare queen, immigrant then the only immigrant that I think should be actually, that guy, we can deport that guy. That would be all right with me. And if you're still watching this, it's probably all right with you too. Anyway, that's the show for today. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day and enjoy the weekend. I will catch you next time. Have a good one. Bye-bye. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed what you saw, please like and subscribe. Keep rocking.